In this video, I will be discussing special education. Special education is a form of learning that is provided to students with exceptional needs, such as a learning disability or mental challenges. According to an article called Children and Youth with Disabilities, in the United States, about 7 million or 14% of all public schools receive special education services. Special education in the public schools were not always available for students with disabilities. They had to attend a different school, which not all towns had schools for students with disabilities. Do you remember the scene from the movie Forrest Gump when his mother was sitting in the local school's principal's office only to find out that her son Forrest would not be allowed to attend school with the other students because his IQ was too low? If you remember the look in her face, you could see the determination in her eyes. Mrs. Gump was not going to take no for an answer. This scene shows an accurate version of what parents and students with disabilities went through before the 1970s. It was parents like Mrs. Gump that fought the system to ensure that their children be allowed to attend public schools. Can you believe that it was only 44 years ago that the Education of All Handicapped Children Act of 1975 was enacted? Later in the years, the act was amended into what we know it as today, which is the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, also known as IDEA. Over the years, many people fought for students with disabilities to have the same opportunity as students without disabilities. In 1896, you have Plessy versus Ferguson. Although this court case is not directly related, it did set the precedence of separate but equal. Then, in 1954, the case Brown versus Board of Education, which overturned Plessy versus Ferguson, and stated that students could not be denied an education based on race. The parents of students with disabilities relied on this amendment to argue that you should not deny students with disabilities from the public schools. Next, you have Mills versus Board of Education in 1972. This court case mandated that the District of Columbia Board of Education provide all students with disabilities a publicly supported education. It is important for all teachers and education professionals to stay updated on resources that can help students with disabilities. I have four resources listed: the National Association of Special Education Teachers, the National Center of Learning Disabilities, the Education Commission of the Stages, and last, South Carolina Department of Education website. Thank you.